Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Soil here, and today I want to teach you how you can correctly draw support and resistance levels on your charts. First, I'm going to explain very shortly about support and resistance levels, and after that we're going to see how we draw them and what important points we must consider when drawing support and resistance levels. Without wasting any more time, let's get started. Support and resistance levels are one of the most important concepts in technical analysis. They are built into many trading strategies and they are used by many traders and investors for analyzing market psychology and forces of supply and demand. Support and resistance levels are areas where the forces of supply and demand meet. There is a balance and trade-off between forces of buyers and sellers in these levels. Actually, support and resistance levels are areas where the bulls and the bears have set up their defenses, and these levels act as a barrier and they prevent the price to move further in its direction. You may ask how it makes sense. Let me explain it. In support level, demand is strong enough to stop the declining of the price. It means that in support levels, the price gets difficulty to break this level and go lower, and buyers step in and take the control of the price and push the price up, and the bulls become in control. Because when the price gets closer and closer to support levels, it actually means it's becoming cheaper, and because historically this level was bottom, so buyers see it a good deal to buy at this level, and on the other hand, sellers see it very cheap and not interested to sell at those cheap prices, and they don't see it a good deal because historically this level was bottom and after that the price advanced. So on one hand, buying interest increases, and on the other hand, selling interest decreases at support level, and this means that demand becomes greater than supply, and this causes the price to go higher. This is how a support level prevents the prices to go lower, and the same interpretation goes for resistance level, but in the opposite direction. When the price gets closer and closer to resistance level, it actually means that it's becoming more expensive, and because historically this level was top and after that the price went down, so buyers don't show interest at this high price and they wait in hope of lower prices. And on the other hand, sellers see this level as good price and selling interest increases. So here supply becomes greater than demand, and this causes the price to go down, and this is how a resistance level prevents the prices to go higher. Alright, now let's see how we draw support and resistance levels. For drawing any line, we need at least 2 points, and we draw the line by connecting the points. For drawing support level, we need at least 2 lows, and by connecting the 2 lows by the help of a line and extending the line to the right, we have our support level. And for drawing resistance level, we need at least 2 highs, and by drawing a line on the 2 highs and extending it to the right, we have our resistance level. The more the lines are touched and tested, the stronger they become. For example, a resistance level that is tested 5 times is more significant than a resistance level that is tested 3 times. Please pay attention that there is no hard rules for drawing support and resistance levels, and you must show flexibility. For example, a resistance level can be on the closing level on one peak and on the high level on the other peak, or you can even draw the line through the shadows or even body of the candle. The goal is to correctly identify areas where market participants show reaction to those areas. The most important point when it comes to drawing support and resistance levels is that it's not necessarily a line, and sometimes a zone better describes support and resistance areas. In cases that we can fit a line, we go with that, but if considering a zone better describes the price action, so we draw a zone. For example, on this chart, the low and highs are in a way that we can fit a line, and the lines can describe the support and resistance areas pretty well, as you can see. But on this chart, we can see that the buyers and sellers reacting in these areas, but the lows and highs are in a way that we cannot fit a line properly. So in this situation, we consider a zone, and now you can see that these support and resistance zones describe the price action very well. Also pay attention that sometimes you see overreactions, and because of some news you see some spikes in lows or highs that are outliers, and not matched with other highs and lows in that period. So it makes sense to ignore those kinds of spikes on the chart when drawing support and resistance levels. Always remember, technical analysis is not an exact science and you must be flexible in your approach. As I said, our goal here is to identify areas where market participants show reaction to those areas. Alright, another example here, and I want to explain an important point about support and resistance levels, and that is their changing of roles. When they are broken, the role is reversed. For example, on this chart, as you can see here, the price is in a trading range with these perfect support and resistance levels, and here the support level is broken. When the price falls below a support level, as you can see here, the support level becomes a resistance level, because when the support is broken, it means that supply overcame demand at this level. So if the price rises and approaches this level, sellers again take the control and don't allow the price to go higher. And if the price rises above a resistance level, the resistance level becomes a support level, because when the resistance is broken, it means that demand overcame supply, and when the price declines and get close to this level, buyers again take the control and prevent the price to go lower. So always remember, when support and resistance levels are broken, the role changes. Support level becomes a resistance level and resistance level becomes a support level. Alright, another types of support and resistance levels are trend lines, which are not horizontal lines and they are sloped upward or downward. In uptrends, the trend lines act as support level, and in downtrends, trend lines act as resistance level. I have a video that I completely explain trends and trend lines. I recommend you to watch it later, because trend is the key concept of technical analysis, and the whole technical analysis is based on this concept that we have trends in financial markets and the price movements are not totally random. So you must fully understand trends and how to draw trend lines. And another types of support and resistance levels that market participants react to those levels are Fibonacci retracement levels. It's a good idea to also consider these levels, because whatever the reason, market participants react to these levels. These are horizontal lines based on Fibonacci numbers, and they are used for identifying end of corrections in trends. I have a video that I completely explain Fibonacci retracement levels and how it's used for trading, and I recommend you to watch it later. We have also another type of support and resistance levels that are dynamic support and resistance levels, and based on recent prices they change. A good example of dynamic support and resistance level is moving average. A moving average line can provide a support and resistance level, and breaking of this line is usually a signal that the direction of the market has changed. I have another video that I completely explained moving averages. It's a comprehensive guide to moving averages, and I recommend you to watch it, because moving averages are simple tools that can be very helpful in trading. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, feel free to ask and leave a comment for me. I'll answer your questions as soon as possible. If you found any value in this video, please like it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you get the notifications of my new videos. See you guys in next video, and good luck with your trading.